You had some cute little baby armadillos in your front yard, Virginia.
I did. So they were, I don't know, triplets. Do you have a litter of armadillo at the same time? Because there was 3 of them, same size, little babies running around in my front garden. And I heard the rustling. And, you know, we always hear that rustling, like lizard rustling. But this was different.
Okay.
This felt bigger than regular lizard rustling. So I kind of got in the bushes. And sure enough, it's 3 baby armadillos. And they weren't even scared of me. They were just kind of hanging out and looking up at me.
Just
and
chilling.
I got, like, no lie, like a foot from them. And I'm videoing them and talking to them. And they were just like, hey, what's going on? I mean, they didn't say that, but I could tell they were thinking that. It was the coolest thing ever.
That is kind
They
of
are
cool.
cute.
Yeah. Yeah, I always forget. There's so many different animals that we got in South Florida that I'm like, that's right. I forgot we had those here. Armadillo is one of those ones that may not be on your radar.
Would you accept it as an answer, even though armadillo is not only in Florida?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have to be just in South Florida. These could be animals just that you find in South Florida. You thought they had to be exclusive to South
I
Florida?
thought we were only doing Florida animals. I apologize.
No, these are your favorite random South Florida animals, the animals that you find if you go outside in South Florida. Yeah, they don't have to be exclusive
All right.
to South Florida. Yeah, because I would take gators off of the board because they're in many different states. So, and you got to have gators when you think about South Florida. So, what are your favorite 4 random South Florida animals? I'm going to start on the other side because I always start it off and I take them first. So, Denny's, I'll let you go here. What do you think? What are your favorite 4 random South Florida animals?
So I think for my number 1, I'm going to go with otters. I just think they're cute, even though you're not supposed to feed them in my neighborhood.
Even though the ones in your neighborhood are a little bit barbaric.
That's because they're on meth.
I think otters by nature are barbaric. They tend to be.
But they look so cute. They literally are a walking trick.
Until they try to rip each other's throats out. We saw the most horrific otter.
We watched them.
Battle Royale. It was more than 2 otters. It was like 5 otters. It was
Otter on otter on otter?
It was like a whacked out news story.
Okay.
Secondly, I'm going to put the bobcat. I feel like no one's talking about the bobcat.
Oh, wow.
Goldthwait?
Yeah, you're right.
Good reference.
It's very good.
That's a Bobcat Goldthwait reference.
I knew you would like it, Bird. You old man.
Thirdly, I think I'm going to go the manta ray. I think it's an awesome animal.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow.
Not the stingray.
Not the stingray. Rest
Yeah.
in peace, Steve Irwin.
Yes.
Then he's cooking over here.
He is.
And finally, just because I think they're loud and obnoxious and hilarious, I'm going to do the sandhill crane.
Uh-huh.
They just, I have 2 that walk around my neighborhood like they own the place.
And they do.
They're a beautiful animal.
They are ballsy and they will come up to you and attack you, but you're not allowed to mess with them.
We were golfing once, and my father was golfing with a business partner, and the sandhill crane came up to him and started put his wings out and started like kind of grinding on him
Challenging him.
It was.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He kept pushing it like this.
I was videoing one the other day in my backyard on the golf course, and this thing charged me, and I was like, oh, I will never do that again.
I like them because they're feisty.
They are feisty.
Okay, Jay Bird, we'll go to you next.
Okay, I got, I'm a fan of T of the manatee.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
baby.
manatees.
Yeah.
They're so peaceful. I put down cardinals because you said we could do.
Yeah, we got him here.
I
I mean, you
just-
could do birds, yeah.
I love cardinals. They
Yeah.
just, they really make me happy.
Your name's Bird. You got to pick a bird.
Now, here's my question. Is it a cop-out if I pick dog?
Yes.
Okay, all right. That's what I want to ask.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, all right. That's
How
what I
dare
asked.
you.
I put deer. Man, something
Okay.
about a deer makes me stop in my track, and I just got to look, and I think they're magical
They
looking.
are. They're so beautiful.
And I know this is going to be controversial, but I don't care. I'm controversial. The Florida skunk ape.
Oh.
Okay.
See how that goes.
Is that an animal?
Well, yeah, I mean,
Cryptozoology.
yeah,
Okay.
it's we don't know what it is, Kevin.
Okay.
I can tell you this much: it's a mystery.
All right. Okay, an unconfirmed animal. Okay, Virginia, what do you got? What are your favorite 4 random South Florida animals that you see out there?
All right. So I got to pick the dolphin.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, it's generic,
and
but
you do a great dolphin impression. Did.
I was going to say, is that waning a bit?
Sorry, I wasn't ready. I
That's
gotta
all right.
hydrate.
I threw under the.
That was.
I didn't know I was supposed to do
I
it.
called her shot. Yeah.
All right, let's
Put her on the spot.
You got to do it one more time.
I'll do it in a minute. Let me just
Okay,
get
you
through my
go
list.
through your list.
Yeah. Okay. Also, the curly tail lizard. I've never experienced these lizards in any other state where I lived, but they are like a little pet. They will hang out on my porch and they will look up at me when I pull in my driveway. They like know stuff and they will look at me like, oh, welcome home. Curly tail lizards, awesome.
I do love a curly-tailed lizard.
I'm also going to go with the stone crab because he is delicious. I'm so sorry.
Dang, that's
wow.
a Jeffrey Dahmer answer.
That is.
Wow.
So I'm so sorry to eat my list.
I don't know. I mean, I gave a fake animal. You're eating yours. This is, I don't know.
I didn't criticize your list when it was dumb.
Yes, you did.
Wait, maybe I did.
You absolutely did. What are you talking about?
Okay, and my pick for my favorite random South Florida animals, I'm going to go gators. It's still just, they're fascinating when you just see them out and they're just chilling or walking across a golf course. They're captivating.
Will you do what I do? Pull over and just stare at them?
I kind of do, yeah. I saw when I was out golfing one time, and I got closer than I probably should have because I want to get a good video shot. I was one of those people that, I usually make fun of in the Whacked Out News.
Yeah, because you're a few beers in on the golf course and you have beer muscles.
Yeah, you're like,
Also, you're a radio guy. I got to get content. I get
You're right,
it.
yeah.
Always working.
I was almost a one-arm radio guy. I'm going to go with the Florida Panther. I mean, come on. I gotta love the hockey, and there's just something special about those things.
Topical
Kev, everybody.
Yep. Also topical, a lot of bears in the news. Those bears are adorable, man. They look really cool.
They are until they eat you.
Yeah. And then I am going to go with the free-range roaming chickens, which include roosters. They just kind of walk around. It's kind of a
Key
cool-
West.
West.
Yeah, well, they even have them in Miami.
Yeah.
They're kind of now just, it's so crazy to be in a metropolitan city, and you'll look even around Brickell, and there'll be roosters or chickens just kind of walking around. And, they got those rooster statues all over Calle Ocho. And
Yeah.
so it's kind of a signature mascot of the city.
There was one at my house. I went, what is at my door? And I open up the door. There's a rooster is chilling, eating all this plant.
Yeah.
With something on the
Borrowing
ground.
sugar.
Probably Fritos.
Borrowing sugar.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what we got. Denny's went with otters, bobcats, the manta ray, and the sandhill crane. Jaybird's got the manatee, cardinals, deer, and the skunk ape. Virginia went with the dolphin, the curly-tailed lizard, the stone crab. Did I miss one?
You did because you started your list and completely forgot about
What
me.
was your fourth
Damn,
one?
Kevin didn't like your list.
Dang, nobody did.
He cut me off early so he could get to his
You
list.
should do that more often.
Sorry, I lost count.
It is the summer of Rig.
What's the fourth one for you, Virginia?
I'm going to pick another animal I like to eat, the spiny Florida lobster.
Oh, man.
You're going cannibal.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but they're delicious.
Oh, my gosh.
This just turned into
She
a
just-
morbid bitch.
What
just
do you
picked
want
dinner.
from me? I can't change.
Wow.
Who had worse answers? The cannibal or the guy who made up a fake
And
animal?
I picked a chicken, but not because I like to eat them.
But you do.
But you do.
You're right. I'm just as sick. I had black bears, panthers, and gators. All right. So, who picked out the best list of random South Florida animals? We all picked our favorite 4. I went with the gators, panthers, black bears, roosters, or i.e. chickens. Virginia, you went with the dolphin. How's that dolphin sound?
Okay, wait.
Oh, no.
I'm ready.
It's an injured dolphin, but it's getting there.
I don't know. I feel like I'm seeing the champ go down. It's like that first time Mike Tyson went down. I'm
Look.
like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Look, Axl Rose can't hit the high notes either.
Yeah.
I don't know what you freaking want from me.
It's a good point.
You know how much damage I've done to my vocal cords?
Virginia also has the curly-tailed lizard, the stone crab, and the spiny Florida lobster, all because she's hungry.
I'm so sorry, but they're delicious.
You're sick.
I know.
And then we've got Jaybird with the manatee, the cardinal, the deer, and the skunk ape. Denny's went with otters, the bobcat, the manta ray, and the sandhill crane. Okay, so who put together the best list according to KVJ Nation right now watching on YouTube? Finishing in last place with 17% of the vote. Jaybird.
That one too cute with my last answer.
the skunk
I
ape
was
lost
trying to
a
be
lot.
fun.
Yeah.
And people are texting me. They are mad at you for originally trying to say dog. They were like, no, that was so dumb.
Okay.
All right. You win. I can't fight this.
Virginia is next to last,
Ah.
18% of the vote. And finishing first with 38% of the vote for the best list of random South Florida animals, it's Denny's.
Yeah, he does good
Wow,
in
good for you,
Taking the win
Denny's.
today. They loved his list of otters, bobcat, manta ray, and sandhill crane. Nobody went with pythons. Don't know if
'Cause-
anybody got any love for that.
No.
these. Who wants to hug a python?
Didn't go iguanas. Didn't go peacock, even though they're beautiful. I think they're kind of jerky.
They are not nice.
Yes.
They're beautiful, but they are aggressive.
Nobody went with the ground owl. Which, have you ever seen a ground owl? It's what the FAU mascot is named after. They are adorable little creatures.
I just had an owl incident
oh, yeah?
back in the day, and it really kind of, I don't know.
From a ground owl?
just from owls in general.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it made me
Or
have
was it a guy named Al?
I've had an issue with a guy named Al as well.
Okay, yeah. A lot of people have. Nobody went pelicans. They're kind of unique, you know. And then, do we have flamingos? I know we have them in the zoo, but is that a South Florida animal? Because I don't know if do they occur in nature here?
I think they do.
They do. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that counts.
Virginia thinks they do.
I think they do.
Yeah.
With not that much confidence.
Well, everything that you see, like
Yeah.
they're on pajamas, they're on cups and mugs,
Well, then they got to be here.
they're on stickers.
Those aren't real.
But it's like a Florida thing, right?
Thank you, Ron McGill.
Wrong, McGill.
This is how we do. It's the KVJ Show.